Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we're gonna practice our negotiation script. The topic is about the Chicago teachers strike. There are two parties here, which is Chicago Teachers Union and Mayor of Chicago. From the first party, there are Tina Maylani as Chicago Teachers Union 1, Vira Fakhira as Chicago Teachers Union 2, Henny Paulina Simanjuntak as Chicago Teachers Union 3, Muhammad Juan Pratama as Chicago Teachers Union 4, and Anastassia Aurel as Chicago Teachers Union 5. And from the second party, there are Tasya Ulhaq Khairunnisa as Mayor 1, me, Tasya Darosyifa, as Mayor 2, Adelia Fairuz Wirawan as Mayor 3, Muhammad Rafli Rafsanjani as Mayor 4, and Deviana Fadilah Bayhaqi as Mayor 5. After we know about every parties, now we're gonna describe about the issue, which started after being elected mayor of Chicago in February 2011. Rahm Emanuel, President Obama's former chief of staff, lobbied the Illinois state legislature hard for an education reform bill targeted at Chicago's troubled school district that includes changes to collective bargaining between the city and the Chicago Teachers Union. Specifically, the bill, which passed in May 2011, raised the percentage of CTU members who would need to vote in favor of strike from 50% to 75%. The new law, known as SB7, also effectively prevented the CTU from striking over issues other than teacher salaries and limited issues that could be negotiated, leaving out class size, for instance.
The law outraged the union, which aggressively gradually closed public schools and replaced them with non-unionized charter schools. Chicago's Emanuel appointed school board then further alienated CPS teachers by rescinding a promised 4% pay raise and at the same time upping the salaries of newly installed CPS executives. Emanuel then began a campaign, ultimately successful, over a single education issue, his quest for a longer school day. But instead of negotiating with the CTU, he launched negotiations with individual schools.
On June 6, 2012, an overwhelming 90% of CTU members fought to strike, far exceeding the 75% required by the new state law. As thousands of GPS teachers joined picket lines across the city on September 10, Chicago parents scrambled to make arrangements for their children's care. 10 days later, the CTU and the school board reached an agreement that provided victories for both sides, including a longer school day and annual teachers' raises. A strong case can be made that dramatic reforms are needed to improve the quality and viability of Chicago schools. But if one of Emanuel's goals was to avoid a teacher strike, then his conflict management process, looking at delaying negotiation with the CTU and limiting the number of issues on the table, was counterproductive.
After we know about the issue, now we're gonna start the dialogue of negotiation.
Good morning, everyone. On today's meeting, we are going to continue our previous negotiation between Chicago Teachers Union or CTU and Rahm Emanuel, Mayor of Chicago, concerning Chicago teachers strike. The Chicago Teachers Union or CTU has been on a 10-day strike after Illinois State passed an education reform bill targeted at Chicago troubled school district to limit the issue. The Chicago Teachers Union or CTU could negotiate and deciding a promised pay rise. Today, the CTU has been given the opportunity to give their opinions and arguments concerning the well-being of Chicago school and teachers.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. As we all know, Mr. Mayor lobbied the Illinois state legislature hard for an education reform bill targeted educational trouble school districts that include changes to collective bargaining between the city and the CTU. Specifically, the bill, which passed in May 2012, raised the percentage of CTU members who would need to vote in favor of a strike from 50% to 75%. The new law, known as a CB7, also effectively prevented the CTU from striking over issues other than teacher salaries and limited the issues that could be negotiated, leaving out class size, for instance.
The law outraged the union, which we view it a signal among others that Mr. Mayor was aggressively anti-union. Rumor has spread that Mr. Mayor's long-term plan was to gradually close public schools and replace them with non-unionized charter schools, while educators in our district have been frozen, furloughed, fee hike, and forced to work with staff shortage in every area.
Chicago Public Schools needs to stop shortchanging the people who make our schools work. CTU will not accept excuses for continued neglect of teacher, clinician, and PSRP pay and benefits. On this occasion, we would ask the city of Chicago to raise 30% of Chicago teachers' salary for the well-being of our educators.
As the mayor of Chicago, I have passed the education reform bill to improve the quality and viability of Chicago school as well to avoid teachers' strike in our city. My decision doesn't implicate that I am an anti-union. I have never planned to gradually close public school and replace them with non-unionized charter school. My goal as a mayor is to improve our children's education. And with that, we can give the teachers 30% salary increase. But by some consideration with the obvious, we can perhaps promise a salary increase of 4% in every year.
We strictly reject a salary increase of 4%. On the previous years, Chicago teacher salary has been cut of the amount of 15%. Even our teacher salary is less than the school cleaners. We have all records that the work of educator is not work that anyone can do. Teachers are highly skilled professionals and they are the only people who can do their jobs.
That means we have to increase their pay to acknowledge their critical work. Teaching is one of the most important professions. Increasing teachers' pay will also help us alleviate teachers' burnout and also help us recruit and retain the teachers we rely on. It's time that we recognize the value of educators. Educators teach future lawyers, they teach future doctors, future nurses, future scientists, future artists, future leaders, future presidents, and hopefully they inspire future educators. In return, we need to show them that we value the teaching profession.
We agree with you. We need to honor teachers' work accordingly. How about we raise the teacher's salary for 15%?
That is something. Even with the increased salary of 15%, teachers have to work second jobs to fulfill their life necessities. Administrative teachers has been happening for a long time and it's time for it to stop. Teachers need to be paid more, be given funds for school supplies, and overall be treated the way people influencing the future generations of America should be treated.
15% is the biggest salary increase that we can offer to the teachers. We cannot give raise above 15%. Salary increases are unlikely at the moment. State tax revenues have plummeted and federal relief for teachers is uncertain.
How about 16% salary increase?
We can offer 16% salary increase, but we have to set a few requirements. for the teachers. First, we would like to ask a 90-minute additional study time in every class in schools to make sure the improvement of student learning and life outcomes. And second, we would like to evaluate teachers' performance through tests and students' achievement to see how far students in schools have achieved in schools.
We reject the offer of 16% salary increase with that requirements because a lot of our students in the city come from underprivileged families. They cannot afford to have additional lessons outside of school. It will be hard to receive good results in a short amount of time. And also, students' achievements shouldn't be attached to test scores. That can have a very divisive effect in school, and students respond to teachers in very different ways.
We have to acknowledge that increasing the salary of teachers must be balanced with the performance result of the teachers. If we increase the salary but the students' quality of learning is still low, then there is no point to increase salary.
Okay, if our salary is increased by 30%, we will accept the first recommend Mr. Mayor have given us. We will add 90 minutes of study time in every class in school.
What about the second requirements? The requirement is a vital part to improve the quality of students in every Chicago school. By evaluating teacher performance in school, we could see the improvement of our students and their achievement.
We will accept the second requirement if Mr. Mayor also accepts our second request, which is to provide healthcare insurance for teachers and also to be able to automatically recall laid off teachers to positions if they open up. If Mr. Mayor accepts our request, then we will agree with the two requirements Mr. Mayor have given us, which is a 90-minute additional study time in every class in schools and evaluation of teachers' performance through tests and students' achievement.
Okay, we agree to accept every request CTU has made today. We would ask the teachers Chicago to improve students' quality of learning and also to focus more on improving music, art, and sport programs in schools.
We sincerely hope that our effort as the government will be committed to improving our public schools and will see implementation of CTU's contract demands as our step in that direction. We are also prepared to do what it takes to win improvement for our schools.
Thank you so much for attending today's meeting. We hope by agreeing this contract with Chicago Teacher Union will improve student quality of learning and our teachers' well-being. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
As
you.
a conclusion, the first and second party agreed to point 1. Increase the teachers of Chicago salary by 30%, providing healthcare insurance for teachers and to be able to be automatically recall laid off teachers to position if they open up. Point 2. A 90-minute additional study time in every class in schools. Point 3. Evaluation of teachers' performance through tests and student achievement.